Good afternoon. Thursday's headlines.
Yes, I know.
Paull Vary, how are we going to cope without you? All those trips, all those extra funds that suddenly become available when we need them. Life in the BBC without you, and everyone else who's leaving, but mainly you, is going to be interesting. In the biblical sense, or the Chinese sense, depending on your use of proverbs. Anyway, Paul, all the best. Thank you for everything you've done all through your career. For those of us who spend far too much of the BBC's money on bottles of wine and fine dining. Be sad to see you go. Cheers, Paul.
I don't know what to say. I've just seen Paul's leaving. We're utterly fucked.
Hi Paul, it's Bradley Allen here. Here's to 41 years, amazing service upon your retirement at the BBC. Hopefully you'll have more time for your sport, hobbies and of course QPR. Come you ours.
Hi Paul, Andy Sinton here at QPR Football Club. Hope you're well. Paul, as a club we're told you're retiring from your role within the BBC and the newsroom where you've been for 40 years. We know you're really well thought of by your friends and colleagues there, and we wish you well on your retirement when it comes. Also, we know you're a lifelong Queen's Park Rangers fan and have been for many, many years. Thank you so much for that fantastic, incredible support you've given the club. Really is much appreciated. And as I say, just reaching out to you just to say thanks for that and to wish you well from me and everyone at the club in your retirement. Take care and all the best.
Is the unsung hero non-editorial Paull Vary, content accountant.
Thank you very much. Bit of a surprise. Just one last thing. I've got all your staff numbers, so don't worry about the expenses. Thank you.
And I speak for everyone to say we're so proud of everyone in the room, watching across the world.
Keep smiling. Oh, you're watching BBC News. The headlines at 9. The sale of the 4G net.
Thank you for that, thank you Sonic, and that's it really. Best wishes for the future, Paul. All over to you now. Sorry you're going, mate. It's been great working with you.
Well, thank you everyone. A bit surprised about the QPR thing there. There we go. Thank you all for coming. Particularly thank you for the kind words that James organised there. It sort of knocked me for six a little bit, so thank you for that. I really just want to, briefly go through what I've done at the BBC, and then just hope you go and enjoy the rest of the evening as best you can. Just say, I joined in 1984 when we used to pay people's expenses in cash. So there was no Concur then. So you claim 89 pence for a meal, I pay you 89 pence in cash. It seems bizarre, but you know, that's how the BBC was. We used to pay people in their salaries in cash. And there used to be cash offices all around London, West London and Central London. Yeah, so that's how I started for 5 or 6 years, then moved into finance over at White City. Again, that's when I sort of got into the expenses, and when it just sort of poodled along. Must have been doing something right because they kept me on. And then, the opportunity came to sort of work in the newsroom in the late 90s when Maureen Williams let me, and Ahmed Harley and Don Parry. So they're not here, but but it was Maureen's fault that I joined the newsroom basically, and then ever since then it sort of it introduced me that what you journalists do, that you're not just a staff number, that you're real people, and it was good that management that enabled finance to integrate with journalists. We're not just there to save some money, don't do this, don't do that, but you're human beings, and it just sort of evolved from there, and it seemed to work well for years and years, and it has done ever since. I say I have too many people to thank and everything, but I just thank you all for coming today. I'll keep in touch with a lot of you. Sorry to go, but I always promised Debbie that I'd pack up at 60. Overrun a little bit. So I'll go on with the next stage of my life, but I'll keep in touch with plenty of people. The great thing is that, plenty of people have left, we still keep in touch. We've got our lottery syndicate. I'll keep in touch with James and others in the finance community. As you say, so many people to thank. I'm sort of just looking at you now. Neil, then Claude, enabling this to happen. Jenny, Callum, even Glenn Towersley, that used to be my FDP. It just enabled me to do my job without too much aggravation, and I know that people say I was always a plan B option, but it was never like do it discreetly. But some of the expenses I used to get were that's in the memoirs. But anyway, everyone, look, I just want to say thank you again. Thank you all for turning up. I'm going to enjoy my retirement. Keep doing what you do, the great jobs that you do, and salute. Thank you.